I think I've always been a learner. Like I love learning new things, trendy things, especially if I see that that thing can help me to be better or to is going to help me better myself or help me grow. I've always been someone that like trying things. I always want to have any skill that I feel that can help me or any skill that I feel that is something good and no matter where I find myself, I can be able to use one of those skills to better myself. Probably some people say is part of the things about September born. They like learning, and I've seen that in the life of my cousin and myself. She's September born, and I'm also September born. I love learning things, even the ones that I might not currently be using right now. I just want to learn it and keep it and make sure that yes, I this is part of the skill I know, or this is part of the things I've learned. I think I've always just been like that. So currently though is not right now that I started um this content creation stuff, but I find myself liking content creation so much that I see it as something I want to get very very much better at and take it to be very very serious. But the problem, I've been facing some difficulties on that. um One is distraction, trying to get a better place to film my videos. I always have something to talk about, especially when it comes to something relating to like advice, something about self development, about my own self development that I also feel that can help you to, pick one or two things from there and get to try out and better yourself. The other time I made a video concerning my life as a 9 to 5 person or being in the corporate world. Somebody commented that it's not easy, especially for women, in the aspect that we our cycle change, and sometimes you're moody, sometimes you're not in the mood, sometimes you just feel like being on bed, sleeping, resting. When it's that time of the month, you don't feel like going anywhere. I won't lie to you, that is part of the things that I face. At some point I don't even want to stand up from bed. Put together that I'm not even a morning person. Anything that will make me wake up very early in the morning, I don't like it. But if you still remember the fact that you have to take care of yourself, and especially in the generation that we find ourselves, women, you have to, be the one to take care of yourself before you start looking for anybody that will provide for you. As long as you've gone out from your family or your parents taking that responsibility of taking care of you, you have to find a way to better your life or take care of yourself. So that is the situation I find myself. But that also leads to what I'm talking about content creation. I think I found myself to be somebody that just want to learn. I love writing. At some point I wanted to, like, because I've always been a shy person, very, very shy person. I've always wanted to, like, I like the idea of content creation, filming myself and talking to you. But at the same time I've seen myself as somebody that's always been shy. So I wanted to cut down this content creation and just continue with content writing, because I also find myself to be somebody that love writing so much that I love to pour my heart out in writing, and I love to, document some things that I've seen around me, that has happened to me, that I feel that can help somebody to learn about tomorrow or learn more about the future. So at some point, I realized that content creation, making a video and filming a video or talking to you, is also something I love. Yes, I don't want to be that kind of person that is everywhere, like, let me use the word influencer. That is not my own thing, but I want to be that person that is known for her advice, for her self development tips that help one or two people grow, that helped you to grow. You get that documented part of my life, or a lot of things that I've learned and documented it and posted it out there, and I'm very sure that it helped somebody, or it's impacted somebody positively. So I've always loved the idea of content creation, but the problems I've been facing is the aspect of distraction. Like right now I'm at work and I'm trying to film this video. There's every possibility somebody might walk into that through that door, and I have to pause. Sometimes the person might not even want to now leave, then distraction will enter, and I barely script my content. I barely script my content. I talk to you with what I know and from my heart, and I feel that it might help you. So content creation, like, I've always have been deviating. Content creation is what I've realized I want to do and I love to do. Yes, I still have my 9 to 5 job and I'm not planning to quit anytime, but I want to really grow myself here. I want to grow my online presence. I want to grow myself as a content creator, as a content writer. Minus this content creation, I've gotten some other, you know, um, skills for myself in aspect of me being a 9 to 5 girlie, being in the corporate world. I've gotten some certifications for myself to help myself grow in my career. Then again, I am trying to become a virtual assistant and a customer support. And again, me being a virtual assistant, I want to dive into content writing, writing blog posts for for you, writing social media content that I know that will impact you positively. So I want to advise you as well using this medium that any skill that you feel like you're good at, remember this part of the Bible that says something about the talents, where um the man gave his let me just explain it to you, where the boss gave his workers different talents. The ones he gave one, the person he gave one, the people that he gave so many other talents, that went and developed their talents, while the person with one did not develop his. So even if you feel there are so many things or there are a lot of things that you're good at, but you're just now seeing it as let me just choose one thing and just do for myself. I've been in that situation that I was looking for that particular thing that is for me, that I'm supposed to go into to use it and better my life. But I now remembered some things, including this parable of the talent, that God actually gave some people a lot more talents and some people he gave one. So if you figure out that you have these different skills that you're very much interested in, and or you have the different things that you can actually learn, that you know that you can do it and you find it interesting to do, just go ahead and do it. It must not necessarily be that is one particular skill that will help you grow. There are people that are diving into businesses, skills, and also launching their online presence and also making money through it. So I've realized that content creation is part of the things I want to develop myself in. Though I'm facing some difficulties, like I said, especially in the aspect of distraction, where to film, and lighting. This place I am now, I'm glad that I found here. It's just that anybody can work in. But I'm glad that I found here, because the other place I stayed to film some of my videos, the lighting there is not good for me. So I'm using natural light and it suits me. I think I'm liking what I'm seeing. And probably as time goes on, I'll realize or discover so many other places that can stand be filming my video. I cannot actually film my video at home right now. I'm not staying alone, so I've not the place any I've not really figured out a place at home to be comfortable, and there's less distracting, that I can stay to film my video. So I've tried to, like, figure out a specific place that will be okay for me. So I think here is good. So anytime I think that I won't be distracted here, I think I'll come here to film my videos and post. So this content I am creating right now is to share that I want to actually take my content creation seriously and I need your support. So if you see my video, you can like, please, and comment, subscribe, or follow my page to impart on these positive things I want to be sharing with you. And I believe and trust me that you're going to not regret growing with me. So this is like a part of my growth. I love sharing self-development content, things I've done to develop myself, things I'm doing to develop myself. And I think you can learn one or two from what I share, or from my thoughts, or from the things I'm doing for myself to better my life. So yeah, I'm taking content creation seriously. If you feel content creation has been something that has been in your mind to start doing, you can start this journey with me. Though I started content creation for how many years now? Since 2023, but I've not really been consistent on it, because I've not really been able to figure out some things, especially to the aspect of distraction and where to film. Thank God I have a good phone. I'm using my phone, iPhone SR. So I will be using it till probably I get better ones. So for now, if you feel you also want to go into content creation, this is an opportunity for you to start, and let's grow ourselves here. So anytime I post video, please like, comment your own thoughts. We can help each other, and yeah. you can start your own journey as well, and let's grow together. Love this lip gloss. This lip gloss I'm using, I actually love it. The fact that it has a tiny mirror on it that you can actually use. This could be a good way of if you produce lip gloss, this could you can use this to make your brand to be better, giving us something like this tiny mirror that you can use to apply your lip gloss. I think it's a very nice style or way of branding. So just check if it's something you can try out as a lip gloss brand. Okay. So simple. It's so beautiful and so cool. So that when you want to apply your lip gloss, you not start looking for mirror or your phone mirror to use. You get something like that. I think it's a nice branding style. So you can give it a try. Everything is business and you can make more money. Imagine you're just selling normal lip gloss and making, let me use for example, 1,000 naira. You can add this, put it to your brand and make it 2K. So anything that I know that can help us grow, I'll share it here. Okay. So please like, comment, and see you in my next video. Bye.